I'm all good, mate. I'm just dodging Arsenal fans through the train station.
Nah, you did well, mate.
Can I just say, honestly, your apology yesterday, so many people got in touch and said, that's really classy from Gabs. Just to say, look, I was in... Well, you say it. What did you say?
You know what? When I was watching the game, I was like, wow, this Arsenal team, I got a bit about them. And after the game, and even on the show we found here, I give a lot of plaudits, especially to Thomas Partey. Yeah. I thought he was outstanding, Odegaard. But because I was situated right behind the Arsenal fans, just the way they were enjoying themselves and celebrating Ali, I was like, oh, this should be us. Lovely day, sun's out, lovely day for a game of football, and my team didn't turn up, so I was a bit bitter, so I apologise.
But I think that's the fact that you can apologise for it afterwards is wonderful. Like, we all say things, I said Odegaard was overpriced, look at me now.
Yeah.
We all say things that at the time probably... they turn out to be wrong, don't they? So, Gabby, look, we welcome you back with open arms. You're our Gabby Agbonlahor, and we still love you very much. Let's get into West Ham fans now, shall we?
Yeah. Leave Arsenal alone.
Right, so the back page of the Mail this morning, it's an exclusive by Ian Ladyman, and he's writing that West Ham essentially have... just given up trying to convince him to stay, Declan Rice, and they put a price tag on him for 150 million. Apparently it's kind of widely accepted behind the closed doors at West Ham that he is going to move at the end of the season, and apparently Manchester United are the leading suitors according to Ian Ladyman this morning. Back page of the Mail if you want to have a read of it. Let's talk about this, because me and Ali had our say earlier on about where perhaps he could want to move in the future. Chelsea now not looking like an option because of the sanctions that have been imposed. Where do you think would be a good fit for Declan Rice?
It's hard because I look at Manchester City and they've got Rodri, haven't they? I know Fernandinho might be leaving, but Rodri plays a lot of their games and he suits the way Man City play. So maybe that's not an option. I look at Chelsea, they haven't got, obviously, the chance to buy any players. Liverpool, they've got Fabinho, Henderson. Manchester United is probably the only club in the Premier League that he'll probably want to go to. But will he want to go to Manchester United? He wants to win trophies. He wants to play Champions League football. They might not have no Champions League football next season. They don't look like they're going to win the Premier League anytime soon. Maybe Declan Rice might even be looking at somewhere else in Europe.
You're a player now. You're Declan Rice. You are, 23 years old?
Yeah.
The price tag on your shoulders, just forget about that for a moment. You've got a World Cup on the horizon. Then it's Euros. Then it's World Cup. There's so much exciting football for you to play. This talent that he holds at the moment and the leadership qualities that he has at the moment, where would you like to go if you could go anywhere in the world at the moment?
If I'm Declan Rice, I'm not ruling out somewhere in Europe. I'm not ruling out Real Madrid. You look at Toni Kroos at Real Madrid. He's getting on a bit. Modric is still doing it, but he's getting on a bit. Why not? I think if Real Madrid had the money to go for him, he'd rather choose Real Madrid than go to Manchester United at the moment, 100%.
Do you think that Manchester United is on the wane at the moment in terms of the damage that's been done with no trophies for the last 4 or 5 years? I think it is. I can't remember the last one.
I think it's the trophies, isn't it, Ali? But it's more the players don't look happy there. Declan Rice is like a happy player, always smiling, looks like he's enjoying his football at West Ham. Does he want to go somewhere where it feels negative vibes? Manchester United feels like that to me. Have they got the squad of players to challenge for the title anytime soon? No, they haven't. If Declan Rice is leaving West Ham, I'm sure he wants to go and win trophies straight away. Do
you think it's the right thing for him to move, Ali?
Well, I just said earlier on, Gab, I mean, I'm in agreement with everything you've said there, mate. Absolutely everything. Why? I don't see the pool right now. I don't really see what's in it for Declan Rice.
No.
To go to Manchester United right now. I don't.
I think, Ali, as well, the big thing for me with Declan Rice is that, imagine now he's going away. I said it before, he's going away this week with England, and all the players are talking about, I can't wait for the Champions League in a couple of weeks, Laura. Do you know what I mean? If he's, as a player, and he knows how good he is, he's world class in his position, he's going to want to play Champions League next season straight away, not wait for Manchester United to get their act together and try and get into the Champions League.
They could go on and win the Europa League, always, Ali.
Of course they could. Absolutely. You have to say that they'd be one of the favourites, absolutely. The recent home game against Sevilla was fantastic. Atmosphere in the stadium was brilliant. Yep.
If they won that, then they're going to the Champions League, wouldn't they? Then it's a different story. Maybe
it's funny, Gab, because we had with Harry on the show last week, and that's exactly what he was saying. He doesn't really see the need or the desperate rush for him to leave. He still only is 23. He's got his full career ahead of him, which is going to be wonderful.
It's hard though, isn't it, Ali, when your teammates at England are playing these massive games and winning trophies? You're jealous of them, aren't you? You want to go there. Even Harry Kane, he's probably thinking, I'm nearly the record goal scorer. I'm going to be, hopefully, and I can't win a trophy when my teammates are winning everything.
David Moyes, just talking about the price tag, he said, this was earlier on in the season, he said that clubs had missed out on the chance to buy him when he was a bit cheaper, because at the time, he said there was a bargain to be had with Declan Rice at 100 million. That bargain is now gone. So he's now, 50% increase on the price on him.
I totally agree.
Yeah?
I look at that tweet there that you highlighted, 150 million for a holding midfielder. That is ridiculous. But Declan Rice is not just a holding midfielder. You can push him forward, Ali. He can score goals when he's allowed that licence to push forward. Technically, he's gifted. So for me, he's an all-round midfielder.
Does he bring you more as well than just the talent on the pitch? Does he bring you something in terms of his character, Ali?
100%, man. 100%. I love him, man. He just lights up the whole place, and you hear him speak. You watch him in interviews, you listen to him. He's got a bit of fun about him. He's mischievous. He would just be he'd be one of the top lads in the dressing room. You can just sense it. But most importantly, he can back it up. You got to be able to back it up, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. I think it'd be a breath of fresh air to have about the place.
It's funny, isn't it? Because Chelsea having this situation that they're in at the moment where, as it stands, they can't spend any money, they can't buy, they can't sell at the moment. But that could change imminently, really. If there is a takeover and everything gets settled, there is a possibility that they could buy at the end of the season, or start talks soon. And I can't remember who the quote was from, but we were asking the question about, it was Thomas Tuchel, what do you do now at the moment? Somebody asked him the question about whether or not, because everything is frozen around them, does that mean your scouts stop looking? Does that mean that you stop looking around about what's out? And he was like, we have to almost act normal.
Of course you do.
They'll still be trying to
100%.
do that business, potentially. Yeah. So is there a chance he could still end up at somewhere like Chelsea?
Well, I'll tell you right now, if Thomas Tuchel wanted to bring him to Chelsea, which wouldn't be the biggest surprise in the world, and Thomas Tuchel has to carry on as if he can. He has to prepare for that eventuality, or he's not doing his job. And the one thing that Thomas Tuchel's very good at is doing his job. So he will be carrying on as if things are normal, although we clearly understand and appreciate the restrictions that are on him and his club right now. I get it totally, Woodsy. He has to carry on as if normal.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.